Europe has officially just approved the digital euro on the XRP ledger, confirming that the XRP price has been set at over $50,000. Yes, this report was revealed only a few days ago, and we are releasing it to you guys as XRP has been approved for payments across Europe, and Ripple is now integrating into the digital euro project, which is a massive initiative aiming to replace the traditional euro with XRP for all payment transactions. So much so that instantly after this news, a major price glitch occurred on Coinbase and Binance, pricing XRP at 17,415 euros. Literally what you guys see on the screen, in the first time since Coinbase Global Exchange history. That makes sense because we've been getting a lot more announcements by Europe, specifically European nations, BRICS nations, all confirming the use of XRP. For example, the largest financial institution slash bank in all of Europe announced just a couple months ago that they're ready to use XRP for faster international payments, going by the name of HSBC. Now, of course, this is the largest bank of Europe and has embraced Ripple's XRP for international payments and the payment reward system on the XRP ledger, which is the CTF token. So the entire XRP ledger ecosystem has basically been integrated by this largest European bank. Once again, going back to reference, the confirmed price that Europe has set for XRP being at $50,000. Now, we've got to pause here because before we go right into the video, we do want to announce that we're getting every single person that taps the like button, comments XRP in the comment section, subscribes, and most importantly, signs up on Uphold using my link in the description and does a transaction up to $100 for absolutely free so that you can buy even more XRP with. Again, if XRP literally is going to $50,000 because that's what it's been set at, and you're able to get yourself 100 XRP, you've well crossed over $50 million. So there's generational wealth alone. So again, take your time. Takes less than 5 minutes. Sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction. Get your free money. And with that being said, let's hop right into the video. XRP has just gotten priced at $2.21. This is its current price right now, down about 2.22% in the last 24 hours. But let's take a look at the actual rating for XRP, which received a DEX tool score of 96 out of 100, a security score of 81 out of 100, and a BNX score of 90 out of 100%. Its total market cap sits at 128.1 billion USD, with the total supply sitting at 100 billion. Its total circulating supply at 59.4 billion, and its volume in the last 24 hours up 27% at $3.7 billion. Now again, we gotta take a look at institutional adoption because we are seeing it right in front of us. I mean, BRICS nations just released a report in a recent paper citing XRP as the best digital asset for payments. Here's the report. BRICS Internal of Economics, and if you go on the actual page, here's what it says. The contract to guarantee fund availability of the time of execution, XRP Letter 2021, and it kind of highlights through the details that XRP will surpass SWIFT, the US influence control barriers as SWIFT. So it even highlights that the US technology they don't want anymore. They don't want to be using SWIFT, but rather they want to use XRP and XRP Ledger because it's decentralized. And it makes sense because of all the sanctions and tariffs that right now is being imposed on Russia. But that's not all, because every single BRICS nations confirmed that they're expecting to build a global CBDC or central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger using the Ripple partnership. In fact, Ripple has a connection with every BRICS nations, and we have the proof to back it all up in the next couple of seconds. Let's begin with Brazil. Ripple unveiled the crypto-on-demand liquidity services in Brazil back on August 18, 2022, confirming a massive partnership with the largest digital bank called Travelex to introduce the product, which allowed international payments and transactions between both Brazil and Mexico. Now, moving on to Russia, the second largest BRICS nations. Russia, their president Putin announced that the petrodollar, which is the USD, is losing its global role in an objective and irreversible process, announcing that they are switching towards building a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, alongside their partner Ripple Labs on the XRP ledger. In fact, a full-fledged report has confirmed that according to the Russian government, announcement, Ripple's blockchain has been chosen to be the only blockchain that the Russian CBDC, partnering with the Federal Bank of Russia, will be launching on, which is the XRP ledger. Now, we are not done because you also have India, another major player in the BRICS nations. In fact, the third letter is I, standing for India. Ripple powering Indian bank digital rupee project. Now, obviously, this is massive news because it means it's introducing trillions upon trillions of additional dollars, all flowing into the XRP ledger. But we're going to move forward because when you take a look at this, China is also a massive part of the XRP ledger. In fact, cryptocurrency issuer Ripple enters the Chinese market with a globalized Chinese partnership. This partnership is so massive that even while XRP was the only cryptocurrency that was available in Asia, China had banned all other cryptocurrency exchanges, banned all other cryptocurrency assets except for XRP, and actually allowed Ripple to facilitate payments using XRP and unlocking a $1.07 trillion in the Chinese e-commerce market. Again, another massive, massive achievement. Something that we all, I think, can see that as the globalization of XRP happens, we're seeing more and more companies jump on board the XRP ledger, and BRICS is really setting that price by adopting XRP as a whole, not just, again, the one country or one nation. You're talking about the entire BRICS, which consists of basically all the top economic countries. But we can't forget about South Africa, another massive country. In fact, the African Blockchain Report 2022 confirmed that over 13 African countries are working and are already beginning to utilize and integrate XRP along with Ripple Labs, specifically the South African Standard Bank. And according to a report, the opportunity for digital payment service providers like Ripple in Africa are overwhelming, with the region having already made significant progress in the last years. Much of the potential is still untapped, but by 2025 alone, electronic payments are expected to grow by 20% to 40 billion, and the company leading the pack and XRP is going to be Ripple Labs, and the cryptocurrency is going to be XRP. Now, again, when we take a look at this, we got to really realize that the XRP digital asset is not the only token on the XRP ledger. In fact, the XRP ledger has over $1.25 quadrillion expected to facilitate, ranging and starting from the next month or May 1st. This is when we're going to see about 100 million daily volume begin transacting on the XRP ledger. In fact, the top crypto analyst says only 1% of the world will be able to afford XRP, and that it may surpass $35,000 per XRP in the next couple of weeks. In fact, the top leading DeFi token on the XRP ledger is the CTF token. In fact, is the number one token in terms of DeFi, it's the number one token in terms of payments, and they've already onboarded both Amazon and Walmart. Now, take a look at this, guys. Multiple analysts over 400,000 followers have all confirmed the same information. The CTF token, which is the payment reward token of the XRP ledger and works side by side XRP, is speculated to go from 52 cents to over $748 per CTF token, with only a $20 billion market cap, which again is dirt cheap. It's absolutely nothing, and it could happen at any moment, specifically when a major supply shock has been confirmed for the CTF token that is set to actually skyrocket from, again, that 50 cents mark to over $748, and that they're going to burn over 1 million CTF tokens all literally next month. Now, we cannot forget to, again, comprehend and see this video here that literally confirms all of this information, but what does that mean? We're talking about making generational wealth. $1 million off of only $1,000 is what the potential that we're looking at. I mean, this token went up from, I think, originally started from under a penny, went up 300,000% just in the last couple of years, maybe 1 or 2 years, and now it's primed for another major breakout, one even higher than what it previously is supposed to hit. And if we take a look at this again, this is literally what you can call generational wealth being made. And the breakout is literally primed to happen in literal matter of days. On May 3rd, we are officially going to see the start of a breakout, and this is happening in 2 days, the start of a massive breakout, and then it's supposed to again, so this is all going to unfold right in front of our eyes. This is why I always tell everybody, make sure you do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, and again, you should always do your own financial advice, because again, I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, and you always should do your own research. But this is absolute generational wealth making. Take a look at the crypto trading fund. We're about to go to the website right now. Already facilitated almost $4 million, $3.99 million to the number one blockchain generating payment reward framework, and it is available on MEX Global, LBank, ManExchange, DEX, and even the XRP ledger. And you will easily able to tell that this was never designed to be for retail. This is supposed to not be in retail hands. Officially designed for institutions and the global payment sector. So this is an opportunity that we will not see again. A major buyback could unveil any moment in time once supply shock already happens, and it begins to show right now, as again 1 million total CTF token supply will be burnt on May 3rd. So, as we kind of finalize this video here, we want to make it clear to everybody watching this video, and that is the world is changing towards a payment system. The 2025-2026 bull run is a payments bull run. It's going to be for utility tokens. And if you want to make the most amount of money, go into a token that is low supply, has massive demand, is about to experience a major supply shock, and most of all, is still very early, specifically when you're looking at the CTF token, only about 7,000 holders. It is the CTF token that you want to look for. Now, guys, I am going to finalize and end it off here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe, click the post notifications, and don't forget to sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction to get yourself to $100 worth of free XRP. But again, you must be using my link down below in the description. Sign up and do a transaction. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.